Hi, this is Tom Cruise. Press the free like button if you believe that I'm a better actor than Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Can you name a great Dwayne Johnson film that was better than Mission Impossible and Top Gun? Obviously, you cannot.
Oh yeah, people would need to realize this. I'm not new to Taekwondo. All of last year, I spent 1 year teaching myself Taekwondo, which means I have the skills of a black belt. That means I am the most advanced guy in my class already because I know what I'm doing. You see, that's the cheat that they don't tell you. You see, I am a black belt in disguise as a white belt. You see, that's the hack. That's the cheat. You spend 1 year training by yourself, and then once you sign up for a dojo, you are the most advanced guy in your class. That's how you move up in belts quickly. That's how you move up in the ranks quickly, because you are the most advanced guy in your class already, because you already know what you're doing. You see, that's the cheat. That's the hack on getting your belts faster. Now, where is Ricky Starks? How come he is not on TV? See, people think this guy is hurt, but he said he is not hurt, which means Tony Khan Man is keeping him off TV for a strange reason, and we don't know why, because it's strange. Why is Big Cass on TV with Jericho, but Starks is not? That makes no sense, based on the fact that last year, Starks and Big Cass, they were in a feud with Jericho and Sammy G, so that makes no sense. Why is he the bodyguard for Jericho? We need a goddamn climax and an ending for Big Cass and Starks, based on, dude, Sting and Darby beat those guys for the tag team titles. So obviously, that was a real tag team that was taken seriously. See, this is why Khan Man might be the worst booker of all time. He thinks his audience is dumb. Listen, let me repeat. All of you all elite fake pro wrestling fans out there, Tony Khan Man thinks you are an idiot, right? He thinks you forgot that Big Cass was tag team champions with Ricky Starks. He wants you to forget that Big Cass was in a feud with Jericho not that long ago. He thinks you a dummy, right? He thinks Big Cass can just move on to the next big thing, and you will not care about it. See, if this was the World Wrestling Federation, we would hold Triple H feet to the fire. Where is the ending? Where is the explanation on why Big Cass is not tag team partners with Starks? Why is that? That makes absolutely no sense. So, why is Tony Khan Man keeping Ricky Starks off of television if he's not injured? Is it because he's a Cody Rhodes guy? Is it because he's mad that Starks went to WrestleMania 40? We don't know. But I'm thinking maybe he's tired of pushing Starks. Maybe he's tired of his honest interviews. Because Starks, man, I'll admit, his interviews are a little bit too honest. The fact that he buried the idea of what it means to be a pillar for all elite fake pro wrestling, well, that's kind of taking a shot at your boss. That's what that means, right? Remember, he said that he thinks the idea of what it means to be a pillar, that buries the whole roster that are not called pillars. But that is a fact. Listen, when it comes to being a all elite fake pro wrestling pillar, I think that idea is dead, right? Because where's Max? Where's Sammy G? Jack Perry? Darby Allin? I think that phrase and that name is now dead. Nobody is a goddamn pillar. If that's the case, why not view Swerve Scott as a pillar? Why not view fucking Hook or Hangman Page as a pillar? Why not look at Okada as a pillar, right? That phrase is so dumb because Vince McMahon never called John Cena, Batista, Orton, Brock. He never called those four guys pillars, right? That's a dumb phrase because you never know what guy on your roster is going to leapfrog those pillars. You never know, right? For example, the rise of CM Junk that came out of nowhere. That's a strong point. The rise of Eddie G that came out of nowhere. So you can't call four guys pillars because there might be a guy in that mid-card that might be better than those four pillars. So what are you going to do next, right? For example, Swerve. Swerve is now better than Jack Perry. Swerve is now better than, I think, Darby Allin. Swerve is now better than Sammy G. So you can't put those guys in a box. You gotta give your whole roster a chance to be pillars. That's what Starks meant. But do I think his verbiage during these interviews, on these podcasts, do I think that's burying Starks on TV for All Elite Fake Pro Wrestling? That might be the case, because this dude, bro, he's too damn honest. The fact that he said that he don't know why he's not on TV, man, how can you have a guy with all that talent not be on TV for All Elite Fake Pro Wrestling? That's crazy. Bruh, you need all the help you can get. What is your problem? Like, what? Bruh, you guys are now under 700,000. So, bruh, beggars can't be choosers. You need all the help you can get. That's the part that's crazy. Con Man has an ego, bro. I'm like, bro, you ain't got that kind of talent on your roster, bro. You need all the help you can get. You need Starks back on TV ASAP. We need a climax between Big Cass and Starks. We need a fucking climax between Jericho and Starks. Why is Big Cass with Jericho and not with Starks, bro? That's fucking dumb. That makes no sense. That's like, I don't know, Theory and Grayson Waller. Okay, if those guys break up, okay, we need an explanation on why those guys broke up. You can't just bring one guy back on TV, but not tell a goddamn story on why he's not tag team champions or partners with Theory, and vice versa. That's bad booking. That's lazy booking. Con Man is, man, he is the most amateur booker of all time. Bruh, there's dudes on the indies that book better shows than Con Man. That's a fact. That's a huge fact. But to have Starks at home, I'm like, bro, he can be on Collision. He can be on Dynamite. He can be an opponent for Swerve. Why not Edge? Why is Starks not on TV? Is it because he said positive things about CM Junk recently? Maybe. That's what I mean. Did Ricky Starks' mouth get him buried on the roster? But just imagine a guy with that kind of talent being buried in All Elite Fake Pro Wrestling when they need help pushing numbers. It's like, man, you can do tons of things with Starks, but the fact that he's never been a single champion outside of being the FTW champion, that is very criminal. That's crazy. That's wild. The fact that Edge became a TNT champion before Ricky Starks, yeah, that's bad. The fact that Sammy G, a guy who sucks at promos, is a multiple time TNT champion, but not Starks. That's wild. So, is it because he's a Cody Rhodes guy? Yes, that might be the issue here. That might be the case. Because that's no excuse, man. A guy with Starks talent has never held the TNT championship. But let's talk about how people think he is a cosplay version of Rocky Maivia. Bro, that's false. That is so false. He's not trying to be like Rocky Maivia. Please, shut the fuck up. Seriously, shut the fuck up. He's not trying to be Rocky Maivia. Listen, Rocky Maivia is not the inventor of that look and that wardrobe. Please, shut the fuck up. That's like saying that The Miz and Max are trying to be like Ric Flair just because they wear suits. Nah, bitch, that's not how that works. That's like saying Dragunov is trying to be like The Miz just because he wears suits. That's like saying Cody Rhodes is trying to be like The Miz just because both guys wear suits. Nah, bitch. Nobody invented wearing suits when it comes to fake pro wrestling. That's not how that works. Wardrobe is wardrobe, bitch. It's just a coincidence. That's like saying that Rocky Maivia was trying to be like Jerry the King Lawler based on his shirts. Like, what? Nobody invented that look. That's my point. That's just a weird coincidence. But Starks does not act like Rocky Maivia. Bruh, LA Cosplay, he is a Rocky Maivia ripoff. Hell, Roman Reigns told him to his face. Ding, ding, ding. Go back and pull up the video, bitch. Roman Reigns called LA Cosplay a redneck version of his cousin. That's what he said. And that's facts. LA Cosplay is a ripoff of Rocky Maivia. That's fact. But Starks is not. He don't talk like him. He don't act like him. He don't walk like him. He don't talk like him. He don't wrestle like him. Like, what are we talking about? Just because of wardrobe and he's half black? Like, nah, bitch, that's not how it works. Just because Starks is half black and his hairstyle is similar to an old version of Rocky Maivia, that don't mean shit. That's just a weird coincidence. That's like saying, I don't know, Giovanni Vinci is trying to be like Stone Cold Steve Austin just because of the bald head and the fucking black trunks. Nah, bitch, fuck you. Fuck all y'all Starks haters when it comes to saying he is a ripoff of Rock just because of the goddamn wardrobe, bruh. A lot of people dress like that. James Brown dressed like that. Facts. Michael Jackson also dressed like that. Facts. Prince also dressed like Rocky Maivia. Facts. That's my point. Rocky did not invent that look. Hell, you can make the argument that the guy from Cape Fear dressed like The Rock. So please, Starks is not trying to be like Rocky Maivia. That's just an odd coincidence. Just because he's half black and the hairstyle, like, no, man, that's racist. Actually, that's racist. Fuck you, that's racist. To say Starks is trying to be like The Rock, that's racist. Facts. Because just because he's light-skinned, like, what the hell is that? Just because he's half black. Nah, bitch. But I think Starks, next to Max, is the most talented guy on the roster, and it's weird that he's not on TV. Is it because of the Cody Rhodes connection? That might be the case. Or is he trying to keep him off TV because he thinks he wants to go to the World Wrestling Federation? Also, that might be the case. But I don't make a big deal out of Starks going to WrestleMania 40. Bruh, that is not a big deal. Hell, I wish I was there. Shit. I wish I was there. Like, bruh, he was there to support his best friend. That is not a big deal. But yeah, that's weird. Why is Starks not on television? I think Comment has a grudge against Starks' mouth during these interviews. I think that might be the case. But it's weird how Comment, he is burying all these guys that the World Wrestling Federation have a high interest in. That's Wardlow, Hobbs, Starks, fucking Hook. Like, listen, we know what you are doing, Tony Khan, man. You are trying to ruin the stock of Starks. You are trying to hurt the rep and the stock of Starks because you know he wants to wrestle for the World Wrestling Federation. And that is a fact. But also, Ricky Starks was also a CM Junk guy. See, a lot of people don't bring that up. Hell, that might be a death note for Ricky Starks, more so than being a Cody Rhodes guy. Bruh, even CM Junk said it. He thinks that if you are considered his friend or you are considered Team CM Junk, he thinks that can possibly get you buried in All Elite Wrestling. And here's why. Ever since that interview, right? Ever since that shoot interview from CM Junk, bruh, we haven't seen Starks ever since. That's odd, huh? To me, that's very, very strange. We haven't seen Starks ever since that CM Junk interview. I think CM Junk might be onto something. He thinks if you are on Team CM Junk, you might get buried by Tony Khan, man. I think he might be speaking facts. I think we need to bring that up in discussion. Because where is Starks? I think CM Junk was right. Because, bro, there's no excuse. Khan, man, needs all the help he can get. And the fact that Starks is at home doing shit, man, that's crazy. Keep in mind, CM Junk was the reason why Starks was on Collision in the first place. Now that he's gone, it's like, bruh, where is Starks on Collision? That was his show. In fact, bruh, he was the face of that show. Starks, yes, it was him and CM Junk and Jay White. Those three guys were the faces of Collision. But where is Starks? I think this might be called the CM Junk effect. I think he's being punished for being homeboys with CM Junk. That might be the case. And he's outspoken, just like CM Junk. That's the main problem. Comp-Man don't like guys who are outspoken. Especially if he sees them as mid-card guys. Yeah, he don't like that. But man, there's tons you can do with a Bree Starks. I'm like, man, this guy should be on TV. I don't get it. Fucking Big Cass is back, but not Starks. That's odd. Because, bruh, Jericho is fucking boring. Now, like I said, just because he keeps on reinventing himself, that don't make it good. Stop saying he's the GOAT when it comes to reinvention. He is not. He's lazy. When something is dead, when something is no longer over, okay, that's when he changes his gimmick. Bruh, that's not good. Listen, Jericho is lazy. Every time Jericho has a dead gimmick, he changes to a different gimmick. I'm like, bro, that's lazy. Right? That's called an egomaniac. He needs to be loved. He needs to be praised. That's why he always changes gimmicks. That's called quantity, not quality. He changes just for the fuck of it. I'm like, no. It's not working. We know your game now. We peeped it. We peeped your game. We know it now. You are not the king of reinventing yourself. Because that shit is a cop-out. Listen, my whole point is, there's boring guys on Dynamite. There's boring ass guys on Collision. I'm like, okay, why not put Starks back on TV? Because Jericho, listen, he's done. Jericho has been exposed as a boring guy that should be part-time, just like John Cena. We are over all of your dead gimmicks. It's not working. That's quantity, not quality. It's like Starks can be in a feud with Swerve Scott. I'm like, why not? But let's say Starks does leave All Elite Fake Pro Wrestling. Obviously, he's going to NXT. I think that's where he should go. I think Starks, if Starks was in NXT, he would be the next Carmelo Hayes. Honestly, I think he would be that dominant. He would win all of the championships if he was in NXT. Why? Because he is a Cody Rhodes guy. Cody Rhodes will make sure he is a top guy in NXT. I think that's where Starks should go. And I think that's where Starks should go. He should go to NXT. He would have great feuds with Trick Williams. He would have great feuds with Lexus King. He would be the face of NXT if Starks was to go there. But I don't know why Con-Man don't see that. I don't get it. Starks can talk. He has a good look. How come he's not being pushed? Why did you give Edge the TNT Championship? I'm like, bro, you gotta realize this. A mid-card championship does not do Edge any favors. Why is Edge the TNT champion? A guy that's a 10-time world champion should not be the TNT champion. That's an insult. How is that good booking? I'm like, why not have Starks beat him? That's the guy who should beat Edge. It should be Starks. Starks should beat Edge for the TNT championship. But yes, if Starks was in the World Wrestling Federation, he's going to NXT. He will be a star in NXT with Hook, Hobbs, etc. That's it. I'm done.